Hello and welcome to episode 99. We're almost there. Of the Heart of Markness Led Zeppelin podcast. Welcome, friends. Come one, come all. Hearken to the good news. Well, the Dogs of Doom released another goddamn recording last week. And it is another source for... Hang on a second. This doesn't look right. I'll be right back. All right. I always get paranoid that it's recording the wrong mic. It's not. It's all good. In the hood, as they say. Yes, Dogs of Doom released a third source for the Sydney 1972 February 27th show. And what makes this awesome is that it has songs that are missing on the other two recordings. We have, for the first time, we've got Immigrant Song, we've got Heartbreaker, and we've got Since I've Been Love on You. So guess what we're going to hear today? That's right, The Crunch from March 13th, 1975. They didn't play on March 13th, 1975. Well played, Internet. Well played. So yeah, we're going to hear those three today. It's exciting stuff. The tour of... And I just realized I spent like the last half hour, because I was originally going to do Auckland, New Zealand, because it's a great show. And in my head, somewhere, I was still doing Auckland because I had looked up the population of Auckland, New Zealand in 1972, because 25,000 people were there, and the population of Auckland was about 2.7 million. So just about 1% of the entire country was at that show. And I was going to be like, oh, Lord, can you imagine? Then it's like, oh, shit, I'm doing Sydney. Whoops. Now I'm going to play just the three missing songs, or the three new songs that haven't been heard for almost 50 years. And nothing else, because I've already done Sydney 72, and I don't want to make the mistake I made with Ipswich and waste your time. So that's how it be. Now, this came about by a gentleman finding a box in his shed of films. And he's a film dude who does video stuff, and that's his what he does. And he's found it, and in that old box of like, oh, what's this shit, happened to be a reel from Auckland. Was it Auckland? Oh, shit. That's what happened. That's what happened. There's a video, a film of Auckland 72 that was released just before Sydney. All right, it's all coming. I am muddled this week, guys. I apologize. And no, it's not chemically related. I am completely 100% sober. I'm drinking delicious water. I had a salad for lunch. I've been eating well. I'm 30 pounds down now. So it's not that. It's just I've just been muddled this week. I've made stupid mistakes. Like this. All right, well, let me just separate these threads. Number one, Auckland, New Zealand. Is that what we're hearing today? No. Gentleman in a shed, video dude, finds a reel, an 8mm reel, that he shot in Auckland, New Zealand on February 27th, 1972, when 1% of the entire country was at a Led Zeppelin show. And it's really good. And what makes it really good is Led Zepp film, one of the prime movers of the Dogs of Doom group, and the miraculous guy that syncs up all these videos. I mean, like a second and a half of a song, and he can figure out what's being played and sync it up to the audience recording, which is what he did. And some of it is very fragmented, but it was shot from like the security pit, the press pit, right in front of the stage. So it looks like it's not that different from like the Earl's Court video on the DVD as far as intimacy, especially the acoustic set. and it is brilliant. And it's a little grainy. Well, it's an 8 millimeter anyway, but apparently Led Zeppelin film is working on getting another transfer, a professional, more professional or more current transfer of this film to maybe bring it out a little bit and bring it more, because I guess it had been transferred a while back. In any case, it's excellent, and go to YouTube and just look up Auckland 72 video and it'll pop right up, and it's the shit. And that whole Auckland concert is the shit. I would say I think Sydney is probably the best of the Australian, New Zealand, Australasian, whatever they called it, tour. I mean, and this is still in their heyday, so we're not talking about 77 where one night can be brilliant and the other night can be eesh. This is, we're splitting hairs. And it's just Sydney is I think the best performance. I think Brisbane has the coolest set list. And Auckland, I think, is Robert's best. And it has a great Dazed and Confused, too. So I think I'll do Auckland at a later date. Kind of back burner that. I've already got it started because, that's what I was working on. Anyway, rambling on. Back to Sydney. All right. Here we go. Let me make sure I get my dates right, because since I had those shows conflated, I'm going to fuck up the dates from now on. In fact, I probably already did. Let me double check. All right, Sydney is when? Sydney is the 27th. Auckland was the 25th. Yes, the 25th of February, Auckland. The 27th of February, Sydney. And we are going to listen to these 3 unheard songs. I don't know the story behind how these tapes came about, because I had conflated it with the New Zealand thing. Like, you guy found it in the shed. Nope, that's the video. I don't know how this came about. Probably just these guys, there's a handful of them on Dogs of Doom who just research, and then find people. I mean, maybe even to the point of going onto like Facebook groups and finding, hey, anybody go to the Zeppelin show in Sydney? Yeah, I was there with my brother. Yeah, he taped it. No shit. Is that tape still around? Let me ask him. It might be something like that. But whatever it is, they do it, and they're doing it well, and they're doing it often. They're already, I mean, if they stopped right now, Led Zeppelin film and the Dogs of Doom guys would already be legendary in the community, and forever and ever, they've already earned their place on Mount Olympus, or on the Mount Rushmore, I guess, of Zepp collecting. But I digress. Actually, I don't. I'm actually moving toward the goal of playing some music for you. So here it is. We're going to go with the show opener, Immigrant Song. Now, it starts off a little rough, but clears up, and Heartbreaker and Since I've Been Loving You are just fine. So here we go. For the first time in almost 50 years, you're hearing music that hadn't been heard in that time. Wow, what a shitty introduction. Hey, nobody's heard this for almost 50 years except for the people that were there. Here we go. Enjoy it. Immigrant Song, Led Zeppelin, Sydney, Australia, 1972, February 27th, Heart of Markness. Man, Robert's voice. Amazing. Now I know that that sound was nothing to write home about. I understand that. However, it gets better, as I said. I don't know why that is. Maybe it's microphone placement. I don't know. Or maybe your ears just adjust to it. Who knows? But I will say that now Sydney, one of their, I mean, a really great show, is now essentially complete. Probably as complete as it's going to be. There's no more missing songs. There's little missing bits here and there, perhaps. But we've got an almost complete document of this show for the very first time. And those beautiful people at Dogs of Doom put together a a source mix, a 3-source mix to make a complete release, including all this, which I will make available at heartofmarkness.com so you can own it too, and you can have the complete Sydney show for the first time ever, except for the folks that were sitting there hearing it. Man, can you imagine? So fucking good. All right, friendos, let's bop, bop, bop along and listen to what? Heartbreaker. But no, it'll be better than that because it'll be played by Jimmy Page and not my Bobby McFerrin voice. All right, friendos, Heartbreaker. First time ever. Enjoy it.
us the one problem that we were told about. Now, there's been a lot of mistakes about this thing, but we don't want to make any mistakes, and neither do you, right? So don't come past this barrier, otherwise we're going to be in the shit.
Don't come past this barrier, or else we're going to be in the shit. Words to live by. Boundaries. Gotta have boundaries. Must have been a wild show. There were a ton of people in at the Sydney show too. And for a country with just a few million folks, it's the same kind of deal. Oh my God, how cool. All right. You can find me on everything. YouTube, Heart of Markness, Facebook, Heart of Markness, Twitter, Heart of Markness, website, heartofmarkness.com. And if you like what I do and you like how I do it and you want to help support it, you are welcome to become a patron. Go to patreon.com/heartofmarkness or go to heartofmarkness.com and just click the patron link and see if there's something there for you. We have a roll call to read. Excuse me. Garlic burp. I apologize. That's not cool at all. These are the titans upon whose shoulders rests the heart of Markness. And a laurel and hearty handshake goes to Knegarn. That's the new guy. Thank you very much, Knegarn. I'm going to get used to that name and used to clicking the right button so I'm not an idiot wasting your time. Knegarn, Jeff, Chris, Michael, Rob from Melbourne, Australia, Wayne, Brad, Danielle, Tracy, David, Peter, Mark, Other David, Bonzo Billy, and Mimo. How you doing, Mimo? Hope you're doing well. Haven't heard from you in a bit. I should reach out to you instead of just talking on this. Maybe you're not even listening anymore. Oh my God. All right. Thank you, everybody, for helping support this. The patron emeritus, Jeremy, who provided the microphone through which I am speaking to you. It's pretty badass. And Evan, the honorary patron. Blessings upon you all. Oh, I almost wrapped up the show, but it's not time yet because there is still one more song. What is that song? Bum, 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 bum. Since I've Been Loving You. Again, first time heard in almost 50 years, these three songs. That's pretty neat. I know I keep harping on that, but I mean, that's kind of, I find it fascinating. I find it fascinating that these recordings still exist half a century after they were made, and that they were found, and that they were digitized, and that they got in the hands of people who could digitize them and speed correct and split them into tracks, and then selflessly share them with the world. It's just great. All right, friendos, Since I've Been Loving You, Led Zeppelin, Sydney. Enjoy it. It's a good one.
not too far.
Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Robert's voice, absolute purity. I love it. Hope you loved it too. Now this is a short one because I am out of songs. And I'm not going to pad it. And I played what I wanted to play. It's a half hour. And I am leaning more towards latter-day Zepp again. I'm leaning towards 77. I think I might mix it up a bit. Oh, wait. Next week is 100. All right. What am I going to do for episode 100? I don't know. Something ribald, no doubt. Well, we'll see, won't we? Episode 100 next week. That's pretty badass. And then, of course, there'll be the classic rock episode over the weekend. Typically, it's a release of the latest Mike Millard recording, but not always. Sometimes it's something that I like better. Last week, what did I like better? The Grateful Dead, 1981 show, I liked better than whatever the Millard release was. I grabbed it. I've got a whole bunch. I mean, I have a backlog of classic rock stuff to dip into. And next week for the 100th episode, let's see what we do. All right? Thank you for listening for all these episodes, all these years. I think I started officially in 2017? Could that be right? 2018 feels righter. No. I don't know. A few years ago, I started, and then I took, it wasn't a regular thing. In fact, I took like 11 months off between episodes. And then I came back and then committed to the weekly thing, which is great. It's great for you, if you like Led Zeppelin and you like my podcast. It's great for me, because it's good for me to have this responsibility to force me to do this. And then, because I'm always happy when I finish. I'm always like, whew, that was nice. It's a lift, because I love Led Zeppelin. I love you guys. And I love it that there are people out there that dig this. And it makes their week to hear this new Zeppelin stuff. And I've made some really good friends. So thank you very much. This has been really, really good for my life and my soul and my heart. And I will talk to you next week. Oh yeah, heartofmarkness.com. I will put up the complete Sydney show with all the sources merged. I will endeavor to do it today, but if you get on Heart of Markness and it's not up, give it a day and it will be. Thank you, friends. Be good to yourselves and each other. And I'll talk to you soon.